I am up by the water tower on the levee, one of my favorite spots, in the middle of a run to stop and take a break and just look around at the beauty that is around. And I realized today I was listening to Matthew chapter 4. Jesus is out in the desert and he's tempted for 40 days and 40 nights. And I started counting that I'm just now today on day 40 of trying to consistently run every day again. Started on October 22, so I counted it up, and today's day 40. And I think, what's so magical about 40 days? And I feel like I'm a little more like the Israelites who wandered for 40 years and still didn't quite have it right. There's a number of people that have tried to guess how many days does it take to make something a habit, and I think it's, for me, more like 40 years, and still I struggle. Last night we pulled a question out of the question box at youth group of one of our young people, and that they put in periodically. And the question was, how do I build a strong relationship with God? And that prompted all kinds of questions. We had another question to agree with or not, that the best way to build a strong relationship with God is through Scripture, by reading Scripture. And people were pretty evenly split on both sides of the room on that being the truth. Some feeling like, well, there's more to it than that, and others feeling like, well, that's God revealed in the clearest sense. And so we're still continuing to ponder that question together. But I think in a very real way, even Jesus out in the desert was pondering that question. What do I need to do to build this strong relationship? And I think that Jesus was in a very human way, felt poor in spirit. Poor in spirit being the very first thing Jesus would say in his Sermon on the Mount, which comes in the next chapter, that blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who realize that this building a strong relationship with God is really tough and really hard. And that all of us, in some sense, the very first step is just to fall on our knees before God and say, I can't do this on my own. And that's what Jesus reflected to the devil each time the devil came to him. Is, I'm falling on my knees before God. And it was Scripture that Jesus used as his strength to build that relationship with God and allow that time to build in him a strength that he realized came only because of his relationship with the Father. So I encourage you in this Advent season to lean into that, to not feel that we're somehow missing something if we don't feel our relationship with God is strong, what we might call strong, but realizing our strength is in God, who leads us. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful start to this Advent season. Hope to see you tonight for our first Advent service. It'll be a great time to be together in worship. Take care.